Hello, everybody who is jumping on to watch this pre-recorded video. I have Ra here. We are doing a little Q&A for you guys. Did you want to introduce yourself, Ra, and just to let everyone know what your story is?
My name is Ra, and I'm an L. I'm at intuitive, I wouldn't say coach, I'll say divination, because I deal with mostly energetics, and spiritual science stuff. So intuitive divination, energy work, mixed martial arts at a nonprofit called Nagaton Temple. And basically what we do there is we take people out of their pain and lead them to pleasure, basically.
Amazing. Cool.
Yeah.
And so I have invited you onto this call just to go into a little bit of share with the men that will be joining us or joining me for Bring Your Sexy Back. Just sharing a little bit about what your role will be in the bonus video at the very end of this program, and what you'll be teaching them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I would like to share a story about, this will be about semen retention and how it's important for men to learn this, because not only this pleases the woman, obviously, but it teaches the man some sense of control, and then when he's serious about it, self-mastery in his own craft when you start to do that. So I like to start off the story about how I found out about this. I've been doing it for a long time. It came to a point where a relationship that I was in, I was wanting to do something for, and I came into a store, read books, matter of fact, and the lady there was asking me, what do I want? And I said, I wanted to do something for this girl. I like her a lot, and what you got? And she said, you need to do something for yourself. Why don't you do something for you? And I was like, dang. Okay, all right, what you got? So she introduced me to a book called The Multi-Orgasmic Man. And that book was the book that I was looking for all of my life, because as teenagers, when we had sex, it was like bunny rabbit, and it was maybe fast, but it's just this up and down thing. Like you have the rise and you have the fall. And I was very aware of that in the very beginning. Like there's something to this, like energy levels goes up. You have this concentrated sensation, and then you go back down. There's something that you have to do in order to ride the waves and keep this thing going. And I was searching for it all my life, and it came to the point where this lady told me that I had to do something for me in order to find it. Really crazy. So in that book, it teaches you basically where to place your mind. Mind is key in everything. So in Tantra, it's not about the sex, so to say, it's where you place your mind. And in semen retention, you have to place your mind in certain areas in your body. And when you feel certain sensations to come up, like the come, there are certain things that you can do to kind of hold back, retract, and be still for a second until that sensation comes back down a little, so you can still continue to do what you do. That was crazy, crazy good information, crazy good. And I remember practicing on myself, looking at porn, and it's nothing big. I advise when men start to do it, to go there first, because you have to have a good sense. You have to know your body. You have to know when is the point of no return and when to come back to that so you can start circulating. Um, yeah.
Cool.
Any questions? Because I got 2 more stories to follow.
Well, I mean, isn't it possible for men to have multiple orgasms from this technique?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me explain how that looked like for the men. And the wave, the cool, well, for me it's cool, sometimes it's hot, but it's that orgasm that just ripples throughout the body, the waves that goes through, that's your orgasm. And for men, it's important for you to express that through your voice, not only to, circulate it and release it, but actually to have the woman know that she's doing something good. Um, you can have that orgasm like forever, like the woman, and not come. In the beginning, as teenagers, we think orgasm is, that one nut and then that's it. But no, that's just a reflex. Orgasm is the waves that you feel in your body, and it opens up chakras, it heals cells, rejuvenate them. And it's important for women to have them too, for a lot of reasons. We're gonna get to that later. We're gonna get to that in the other video. But it's definitely, yeah, men can have multiple orgasms, like more than one, like forever.
Yeah, I know a guy that has done that before. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than you, obviously. Like, yeah. Um, so share the other stories. I'd love to hear them.
So once I started to learn to cultivate this this feeling through the porn, and I wasn't looking at porn to basically jack off and get satisfied. I was using it as a way of getting aroused and staying aroused and maintaining it and circulating it. There was a mantra that I used to kind of jog my mind to get back into the moment. And I later learned that the mantra with the breath is so important. Breath alone is the most important thing when controlling like anything emotional in your body. Women, men, you can actually stop the pulsation thing with your breath. There's breath exercises. I'll go into that in the next video, but using the porn to arouse and for me to cultivate, that is it. That is it. And I give myself a time frame like 20 minutes, then 30 minutes, then an hour, then 2 hours. Man, that's mastery.
Wow.
So when you do that more and more, you feel of course you feel the energy in your body. And when you do ejaculate, you don't lose all of your energy. You actually maintain some of it because you cultivated it.
Yeah. I remember when I first started looking into Tantra like over a year ago, I found this YouTube video and this guy was talking about what actually happens for the male body when you do ejaculate and the energy that's required for the body to replenish the semen. Do you know much about any details about that?
So that is our nectar, and that comes from all of the organs, hence orgasm, in the body, gathering all of this liquid up to this one thing that can create life. And when you spill that, that's your life force gone. And that's the very thing that I felt in the very beginning. Like there was something to this. That there's I'm not we're men are not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. There's something we have to figure out, because this highs and lows, you get excited and then you spill out and then you just back to square one. That didn't sit well with me. Like there's something. So when you do that, you lose your life force. And not only that, you, in some cases, people say you damage certain things. I haven't gotten that far, but yeah, your life force is everything. I give you another one. There was one point when I was fasting. I was doing a water fast for, I think, a week, and I gotten real horny at one point, and it came to a point where when I did ejaculate, it was like I felt that I was about to die, because not only I didn't have any, nutrients or food in me, but the life force that was in me, I spilled it out. And so that's another thing. When you start cultivating this energy, this life force through the semen retention, you don't eat as much, because you are recycling that fluid back into yourself, in your cells. And I don't know for men if that's anything for you, but that's major, because number one, if your lady's ready to go, you can go right then without Viagra. Second, to have like potent energy just like that at your fingertips, that's like going from Dragon Ball Z to Super Saiyan 5 in like 5 seconds.
Wow.
It's amazing. So the yes, the second story. I'm going to the second story now. When I started to learn how to do this cultivation, the woman I'm with now, I did it for 8 hours straight.
Wow. He would have loved that.
I remember it was 11 o'clock at night, and by me doing the breathing and by me staying with that mantra that I practiced in the porn, through the book, and through other stuff that I kind of picked up along, 11 till early in the morning. Wow. That very next day, I went into a dream, a lucid dream, that I found out that's what it was. Because at that time, my consciousness was fully aware of itself, and I was revealed, something came to me as a sign of I need to choose a path of where I need to go. And that dream started me on the path that I am on today. So not only I had the physical benefits of doing that for a long time, but the spiritual aspects of things coming to you, because now all of your chakras are open. Yeah, that was fucking amazing.
That sounds epic.
Yeah.
It's hard to even, I mean, I know that women are able to do this, but like it's hard to understand what it would be like for a man, because I'm not a man.
Right, exactly.
Amazing.
So you guys are in and ours are out, and the roles are reversed, but they're pretty much the same. They are the same, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. Any questions on that? I mean, 8 hours, the lucid dream.
I mean, You know, what just comes to mind is like when you have such a deep connection with yourself and with your body, it's not even about the duration. That's one aspect of it, one element of it. In my experience,
Mhm.
when you reach this peak of I would say self-love, but like self-exploration and self-knowing and
Yeah.
that deep connection, and then to share that with someone else, it is like the most euphoric sex ever. So it's not even like about the length, it's about like the,
The intense.
the intensity.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and that makes the orgasm even more intense.
And it's funny that you say that, Samantha. In certain parts of that 8 hour, it was like really intense, and then it got back normal. Intense a little, got back normal. Intense, normal. Intense, and it went back like that because I was in the flow of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I say the 8 hours because yes, it is true, but men, they think that, they have to go long, which they don't. The thing is the connection and the intimacy. That's the big thing. And that's the thing that a lot of men miss when they do make love is, it's the very subtle things. Like right now, me and the wife, orgasms is like us coming in and out of the room, and we can feel it, not only because we're receptive to one another, but we can actually feel that, wow, yeah, that shit was good. Just walking in and out of the damn room, like, what the fuck?
how long have you guys been married?
12 years.
12 years. And it
12 years.
sounds like the fire is still there.
Tantra. Tantra. What the heck?
Can I ask
So,
a personal question? Um,
please.
was your wife cultivating her sexual energy as well, or was she experiencing orgasms during that 8 hour
She
lovemaking?
was experiencing her orgasms through the 8 hour.
How
She,
did you
I'm
have?
a Scorpio, so I'm like real deep into my craft, and I like to go deep. Yeah. So
That's amazing. That is amazing. I love that. Yeah.
yeah. The third story. So, um, me and the wife, we were dating other people at the time, and I had a girlfriend-in-law, is what she put it.
My girlfriend-in-law.
And, yeah, a girlfriend-in-law. So, how semen retention saved this person, not only saving myself, but satisfying two women at the same time for 6 months.
Wow.
Um, wow. Okay. So at that time, I was working at a job at a warehouse, 8 hours. And I can remember not eating at all. Like my my lunches was a banana, an apple, and a water. That's all I ate. And I was going between two women. They knew each other. They hung out. They talk about this all the time. So there's no like underhanded stuff here. But that moment was so like wow to me because to go back and forth and please these women equally, like immensely, and still retain my energy with hardly no food. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, wow.
Who do that? Um, that was a true testament of this work, this semen retention work. Um, There was so much funny times, but yeah, it's that was amazing. That part was amazing.
To be able to successfully satisfy a woman's needs physically is one thing, right? And not many men are, I don't want to shut down men, but like, it's not a common thing, right?
Right.
And
I'm gonna get back to that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and for you to satisfy two women at once physically is like mind blowing. And to not really need that much food at the same time, it's like, what?
What?
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
Like, where are you from, and do they make more of you?
Yeah, in this video, that's what we're gonna do. On the next one, we're gonna make more men like me.
Teach the men to think too. Yeah.
Is what you said about bashing the men, and this is the thing of what I was thinking about, like how can men get interested in stuff like this? One way is if the man was drawn to this, like I was, he'll gradually, naturally go seek out, knowledge of this stuff because it's out there. You just have to apply it and start doing it. The other one is having women in the bedroom to be honest and sit their man down, not bashing, but honey, I love you. But when you do that, that don't feel good. So you need to do this instead and that instead. It really starts with the woman. The woman have to initiate, the woman have to speak her truth at that moment, because if she let that go on, not only is she enabling that, but she's making it much, much worse. And men, us men, we really want to know how to please you. I mean, the ones that, are worth something. Now, if you have just a fuck out of here, boy, I mean, you have to look at yourself because you chose them. But the ones that's serious about getting this thing right have to sit down and have that real nice, gentle, hard conversation with one another. And yes, his ego will die, and his ego has to die in order for him to transcend and grow. So don't worry about his ego. It's going to be mutated into something else, much more higher.
It sounds so much easier said than done, because I've personally been in situations like that, and the guy has been crushed, like completely crushed, doesn't know what to do, feels threatened by like all the things, and it's like just
So
like this is obviously part of what I'll be teaching people in the program, and teaching the men like how to receive that information and to hold yourself and know not to take it personally and all the things. And I think that we'll go deeper on it in the bonus video. But that it's not, it is an ego thing. It just cut out a little.
It is. It's definitely an ego thing. It did. Okay. I think we're back.
I can hear it's back.
And that killing of that ego starts with the woman, because women, you hold the power and you choose the man that you're with, regardless.
Absolutely.
Fuck bag, good boy, whatever the case may be, you chose him. So if he really is into you, like he is, he'll sit down and listen. Like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, do this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting because like I have the two groups, and I'm really staying focused on just working with men at the moment, and I will open up availability to work with women down the track. Is just not for me right now. But I do have the two groups. I have Secret Women's Business for Women Only, and I have Secret Women's Business for Men Only. And there's like a mixed review from the women in the women's group. Some of them are quite capable of communicating to their men. Some have stories that the men have been quite shut down, and so that's almost like scarred the woman because they've had one bad experience and then they just don't ever want to voice that or express it ever again. I know I'm working on them. But like, it's interesting because yes, the woman is responsible for communicating and expressing what she desires. And I think that, like, you know, in such a sensitive space, it can get a little bit like, there's like all these lines of creating like passion and being spontaneous in the moment, and then like having these conversations that might not necessarily be natural and comfortable. It kind of like shifts the energy around, of course. I mean, I love it. I think it's such an amazing space. It's a potent space for transformation to occur in terms of like people to work. Yeah. But I mean, is it possible just as important for men to, I mean, it is possible that it is just as important for men to invite the conversation in and be like, hey girl, how do you like it? Tell me, what does your body want?
If the woman has to be really honest about that didn't go well, so let's do this. And here's the thing. It's funny that you say, you know, the fun part and then the serious part. They have to find that balance of they can go switch back to either or. Come to a point where you can sit down and talk after who else come, he come, or yeah, it'll be him since he's the one that needs to work. Come to that middle ground and just like have a moment, just a moment, a pause in that making, and then talk about certain things and really explore and discover the other person's body. So when I say that, I'm thinking of a time where I didn't get hard. I didn't get hard. I wasn't responsive at all. And the reason why, me personally, me, I'm an energy sensitive person. So you don't have to me like that. You speak to me, you touch, you talk. It's very subtle and gentle and stuff like that. And the reason why I wasn't responding to another person that I was with is because I felt that she was dishonest, and that didn't really get me up. It didn't. Um, so you have some men that, you know, if they're not deep into the energetically, you know, they can kind of get past that, it'll catch up to them in the long run. But when they start to get inside of themselves and get sensitive with his energy and emotions and the other energy emotions, yeah, that will definitely happen. And that means that there's something in her that they both need to be. You still see me? You still hear me?
Yep. I can still hear you.
Okay. There's both of them inside of themselves that they need to be openly honest about. And when that happens, that one subtle thing, not even Viagra, not even breath work, it's just energy, but it's psychological. That will open up the floodgates. He will be responsive. And some women, that's how they respond too. They can sense dishonesty and they stuff just no nothing.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, definitely. I think like if we're being real, the subtleties in your energy are so, and I think this is why it can be often quite challenging for women to reach that to have an orgasm during sex, because of the subtlety of the energy that's in that space. Like, women know when men are just in it for themselves. We can feel that. We can see that. It's in your body language. It's in the way you move. It's in the way you look at us. It's in the way you touch us. It's in the way you like the whole thing. We can feel that. And there is nothing that is a greater turn off than that. Than this like exchange that is like just not, there's no synergy in the exchange. It's just take kind of energy. So yeah.
Exactly.
I think the guy fails to realize that he's also missing out on like so much more pleasure that is available to him if he was to be open to that.
Loads of it, and forever. And we're on just level 1.
I could not imagine.
We are just on level 1, but yeah, loads of pleasure. Both of them are missing. Both are missing. Yeah. It really comes down to being honest with yourself first, and that comes from the woman and the man, of course. The men have to take sole responsibility.
Yeah. It's
first, and then the man.
It just cut out
together. Yeah.
Okay, so we cut out. There was a part you were saying, everything that you just said, cut out. All of it.
I can go right back. What was the last thing you caught?
I was talking about how these men are missing out on the potential of so much more pleasure in that space.
Yeah. And what I was saying is, it really comes down to being honest with yourself, because that woman chosen that man, and of course he can be honest too. I mean, he has his own sovereignty, his own responsibility that he has to do for himself, as well as the woman. But when the two come together as one, the woman is kind of like the intuitive whisper into him, like, get your shit together, man. Not like that. But she has to go through that place in that relationship, because that is her reflection when you do when they're in a relationship. Totally. So it shows the woman where she's at in herself right now when she chose him, and by doing work on herself is actually doing work on him.
Yeah. So she's yeah, I totally get that. It's really interesting just how the space invites like the reflections and the mirrors of like the inner journey that's required in order to like step into maximum pleasure. But like the thing is, it's not just about maximum pleasure in the bedroom, it's also about creating that for yourself outside the bedroom, because the lessons you learn through having these hard conversations that require absolute truth, transparency, and honesty, like you can carry that out of the bedroom, those tools that you learn. It kind of like drops that fear. It's like, well, if I can tell someone how they're not doing it right to my body, I can tell someone that I just don't like eating this particular food or whatever it is, something. Yeah.
And that's the other thing that I want to get to, Samantha, is pleasure outside of the bedroom, because that is so key. Right now, what the space I'm in right now, I'm experiencing like endless pleasure in my day. It could be a cup of tea. It can be enjoying nature. Mm. It can be enjoying people, but that came from me. And of course, I had to go through the hard trials to get to that. But that's the end all be all on this first level. It's that endless thing of your days is so fucking good, and there's no shit. And if there is shit, that's something that's projected in me. I need to look at that shit, fix that shit in me, and then I'll see something different on the outside.
Mm.
That's the goal. That's the goal right there. And when you start to live your life with pleasure like that, stress doesn't happen. You lose weight. You look good. You
Mm.
shit. Yeah.
Everything's just tick, tick, tick. Yeah, cool.
Everything is like the Garden of freaking Eden
Yeah.
on Earth.
Everyone's naked and eating the forbidden fruit. Oh, no, but it's amazing. Like, there's so much available to us. And this is part of the reason why I've taken this direction of working with men, because, like, men only know this much. And there's, like, all this unknown stuff about women and about sex and orgasms and all the things that are just, like, amazing. Yeah.
That need to be said. It really need to be said. We're in a space right now where knowledge is available for those that seek it. And if you're not seeking it, you're gonna fall victim of dumb shit.
Yeah. There's definitely, yeah, there's shifts happening right now, which is so exciting in terms of, like, having more access to this kind of information, and yeah, programs like this that are being created for men, for women, to enhance their experiences. So what will you be covering? What will we be talking about in the 1 hour bonus video live stream that the gentlemen will be receiving in the Bring Your Sexy Back program?
We will be covering what semen retention, what it is, what you're going to be doing with yourselves, exercises and homework, breath works, and meditation. Not in meditation is basically the mantra. Where are you placing your mind? Because when men, when they get it hard and when they go in, their mind is totally on either titties or ass or pussy, and they shoot off.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to be in yourself, but it's really good to have an intention, because you want to connect and create the intimacy, and that's what gets the woman off. Samantha, speak more on the intimacy part a little bit for the men and the women, because in what I'm seeing over here, as well as the men, but for the woman, there's so much there's so much in their mind and in their head, and they can't get in the body to save their freaking life. Share with us how
How much time do you
intimacy
have?
connect. Where we at now? 9:13. Oh shit. 15 minutes.
I'm only joking.
Just yeah, just go, whatever it feels, whatever moves you, whatever moves you.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I've battled with. It is, and many women that I know have the same issue of just, like, it's, we love to talk. We love to talk things out. We love to just get things off our chest. And if there is something on our mind, whether it is something to do with our men, or if it's something to do with a friend, or if it's something to do with work, or if it's something to do with the dog, whatever it is, if it is on our mind, it is consuming space and it is like a distraction, basically. And, you know, it's not like we need much, but
No, you don't.
if you just ask, which we also don't really need, it's just about us knowing, women like need to learn how to just communicate when they're in that space rather than hold it in, because I've noticed what women tend to do is like we hold it in and then we build up this resentment because we expect our men to know better and ask us what's going on and ask us what's up. And then we're just like, even so we're not even angry at you in the first place, that we become angry at you because you're not asking us what's wrong, and then we're not communicating. So it's like this accumulation. By the time we get to the bedroom, there's like we're just still up here. Like, there's just so much happening. So my advice to women would be to be like, say it as it is. You're coming home from work, or you're stepping out of the study into the lounge room from work because everybody's in ISO right now. Whatever is pissing you off, let it out, because every woman that is listening and watching this right now, you know how good it feels once you get it off your chest. If you don't want to speak to your friend about it, call a friend and just like get it off. But in terms of like how to drop into that space and drop into the body in the bedroom, creating that intimacy you were talking about, that like it happens way before physical touch.
It does.
Presence,
It does.
If the thing about women is that we're so analytical, we will take the tiniest gesture that you've made. If you look at us in a particular way, if you say something with a sort of particular tone, we will like get a microscope and go into that and find the layers of that. And it's like when Horton hears a who, it's like we're just like, what did he mean when he said it that way? Like, I didn't like that tone. So, but yeah, I think it's just really important that women ultimately it's creating intimacy with yourself. If you can't hold yourself and be with yourself and feel safe within yourself first, then it's going to be a massive challenge for these women to drop out of their head and into their body in that space.
So one of the things that me myself, but I do it with the wife also, is that I meditate in the morning and throughout the day, just to return back to the body. Very, very important.
Yeah.
Doing all this business stuff, going out for nature, that's another one. But that's what we did when we are coming down on our high with, you know, fighting and everything, getting back into the body. Are we cut out again?
No, I could still hear you. So you're talking about, can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
doing meditation with myself and then doing meditation with her. And then afterwards,
Well, you were saying?
so getting inside of your body, getting inside to be still and be present with yourself first, because everything on the outside comes from what you're emanating on the inside. And then taking that practice a step forward to your mate. So both of you guys are getting inside of yourselves and being in that space. Just a simple, basic practice, doing it with each other. And then from that, after meditation, we do it like 5-10 minutes. And then we actually each other a simple question. How was your day? What do you think about such and such? Da 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 da
Mm.
da. And it can go on and to whatever, but mainly it's good because we keep ourselves good. But that's one practice that is that the person and the couple can do to get back into that headspace, out of the headspace,
Yeah.
into the body.
Yeah.
Just a simple
Yeah.
being with your breath. Yeah.
My ex and I, we did yoga together, like naked yoga, and that was so powerful and just so beautiful because yoga is a practice to get into the body. You're stretching, and like I'm pretty sure all the yoga postures were made for sex, like they're all Kama Sutra style, like
Yeah.
about them all.
Yeah.
Like I mean, we weren't doing yoga together, like we weren't having sex doing yoga, but we were doing it before, and like it creates a vibe, like if you can imagine downward dog, stretching into cobra, like it's real sexy. So yeah, there's so many things.
When you guys did that,
yeah,
when you guys did that, how was the flow, the conversation was afterwards?
There was no conversation afterwards. It was just love making. And it was majestic. It was really beautiful. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to have you join the group and teach these men a thing or two about all the things that we've just mentioned.
Likewise.
Yeah. I think it's going
It
to
is needed. It's definitely needed.
Yeah. And I love that it's coming from a man, because I can only teach men so much about women. I don't like this. That's mine, not my territory.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
the man that helps the other men through this channel, through this container. So I'm so happy and thankful that you welcoming me into this, so we can teach men how to go into self-mastery ultimately.
Yeah. It's going to be epic. So yeah, for anyone listening, that starts on May 27, and it goes for 6 weeks, and all the details are available. I will include a link somewhere in this post, I'm assuming, and I'm sure, and you'll be sharing some in your socials as well. Yeah. So also anyway, we should, I'm like getting all these crazy ideas. I should just end the call and then I'll talk to you about all that. But yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Peace.